Okay, so let's talk about the shadowy light behind hate. Now, all the numbers that make up the word hate from the soul contract, Hebrew system, all the systems that I integrate um, are 10, 1, so basically 1 and 1, 10, 1, and 9. And all of these numbers really are emanations of the first ray of creation. And the first ray is all about will and power, a very, what we would say, masculine quality or Shiva quality. So it's all about, willpower and power, leadership, executive decisions, detachment, like real single-mindedness of purpose, strength, courage. I know I've said will, but I want to say it again. Steadfastness, detachment, right? Not a love of those loving, embracing qualities. And so the word hate has all of these numbers that come from the first ray. And those are perhaps like the good qualities of the first ray, actualizing your potential. But at the other end, the vices would be the need to control others, manipulation of others, etc. These are these are basically all the patriarchal things that we're dealing with on planet Earth. So let's look at the numbers of the word hate. Okay, so there you go. So the foundation is number 10, or basically the 1, but 10 in Hebrew represents manifestation of God. And that would be a first ray energy. And yeah, this is all about being connected to the divine mind, serving others, blah, blah, blah. And obviously, the foundation of hate would be the opposite of that, not the manifestation of God, and not serving others, but going against others. But here's what happens when someone is feeling a hate, and I'm referring to the long conditioned kind of hate, particularly hate against a group of others, not feeling hate for a particular thing that happened. We'll talk about that in a moment. But when there's a long conditioned hate, that usually would indicate that someone has taken on or was projected on, usually takes on, an image of superiority. I know what is right, and I'm going to tell you. And then there's the judge, like I'm going to now be the judge. So I've taken on an image of superiority. And why would someone take on an image of superiority? And this comes directly from the first ray. It comes from the number 1 and the number 10, same origin. That person who's taken on a superior image most likely has an underlying, very unconscious fear that he or she himself is not good and holy, not good enough in the eyes of God, or just in life in general, if spirituality is not their inclination, that there is something bad and corrupt within themselves. And now I have to live along, I have to create a set of rules, wherever the rules come from, the Bible, whatever. I have to live by a certain set of rules in order that I do feel good about myself. And now I have to tell others, because the fear is so great that I'm not good enough, uh, that anyone not behaving or being in alignment with those set of rules would create so much fear that it would turn to anger and it turns to this big ball of long-lasting hate, when in reality, I think the core of it is fear. Now, the light behind the word hate comes from when we hate a situation. I hate animal abuse. I hate hearing about children abuse, whatever. That actually comes from the light of the first ray or the number one. And it's that knowingness inside of our being. It's our feeling that what I am witnessing, what I'm hearing about is so out of alignment with God, with source, with my being, that it hurts me, and it awakens cosmic anger. And anger is a legitimate cosmic feeling. It is the no energy in us. And it can turn to hate when we don't give it over to the cosmos, but it's coming from a place of the light. I hate this, and it's creating anger in me, cosmic anger, that I have to give to the universe so that it can take action. So there is a little light behind hate, and there's just a lot of fear behind the foundation of hate. Well, when we hate, what happens? The ability is 1-1, negative 1-1. 1-1 in general means unity consciousness. We're all working together. And of course, the opposite would be separation, me against you. The outcome of hate, while the positive aspect of 9 is like, yeah, empowerment. My spine is, I'm erect. I'm not erect, but I'm actualizing my potential out into the world. Therefore, I'm standing erect. My spine is steady. I feel good about myself. And of course, hate would bring the opposite. Number 9 representing death. Or the completion of things, and it would be the destruction of your own body, terrible back issues, lack of empowerment, the inability to actualize your full potential out into the world. So, a little hate isn't a bad thing as long as we give that anger over to the universe. But long-term hate, just does damage to yourself. And of course, we all know that, but it's so interesting that the numbers absolutely agree. Okay, till next time.